Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute.
Starting now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, guys. I can't believe that just happened. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I apologize. That was a leftover clip from my stream earlier. Chat made me do it, I swear. Like, it was out of my control. It's just, they asked for me to make pancakes and I did it on stream. I'm sorry. Anyway, hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. The focus of today's video is the new Attack of the Undead event happening between May 29th and June 26th. Now, to begin with, I'm going to show you the trailer in full, without any commentary, just so you can watch that bad boy and take in what's going on here. But I also quickly want to beforehand ask you a question. Do you like my camera setup as it is right now, or would you prefer it with a little bit of extra zoom? Yeah, I've changed my setup, my equipment, so I now have the possibility, if I want it, to add loads of kind of fisheye distance here, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts. The reason I've done it is because I need that kind of fisheye for my E3 vlog, which is going to be coming up in about 2 weeks' time, but for now, do you prefer it kind of the way it was before, the kind of zoomed in look, this kind of crop? Or do you prefer it a little bit more fisheye? Let me know what you think down below. I'll alternate between the two in this video so that you guys kind of get a blend of both and you can pick out which one is preferable. Here's the trailer though.
Contact left!
Wait, what the bloody hell was that? We got enough on our plate, now we gotta deal with an attack of the undead. Droves of zombies have weaseled their way into our multiplayer maps, and it's up to you to put them back in the ground along with the rest of your enemies. We're bringing the fight to some of your favourite maps, along with a new addition, Groston House, with new game modes where it's PvP vz. Like Infected. If you're one of the undead, try and turn as many soldiers as possible. Hordepoint. It's a lot like Hardpoint, except, you know, zombies. And Relic of the Undead. Grab the relic and hold on for as long as you can. The names say it all and beg the question, is the enemy of my enemy my friend? No, zombies are not your friends. To help you fight your way through these hordes of shifty shamblers, we've got a slew of new weapons for you, like the Nambu Type 2 SMG, the Blunderbuss, the lever-action sniper rifle, the PTRS-41 sniper rifle, the Stinger LMG, the Fire Axe, and a big sword. We've also got a new community challenge. Get together with your mates and send as many of the undead back to the grave as you can in order to fill up your meter and unlock rewards. Like a Tesla gun that uses science to vaporize things. And an all-new way to turn your favorite emblems into weapon charms. Attack of the Undead comes May 29th with new weapons, uniforms, game modes, and a community challenge. So gear up, gents. We've got a lot of cleaning up to do.
So let's quickly make a little list of all the things that are being added in. Between May 29th and June 26th, multiplayer is going to feature zombies. There are new game modes which are going to be Infected, Hordepoint, and Relic of the Undead. Groston House is being added into the multiplayer map rotation, and there's a new headquarters as well, which is entirely redesigned with a new area, which is a small little room, but it's still a new area as well. There are new weapons too. We've got the Nambu Type 2, a blunderbuss, a lever-action sniper, a PTRS, which is another sniper, which is a classic actually, a Stinger LMG, a fire axe, and a claymore sword. And there's also a new community challenge, which requires us to get 3 billion zombie kills, and the rewards seem to be 2 calling cards, a Tesla gun in multiplayer, a helmet in multiplayer, and a weapon charm in multiplayer that lets you turn your emblems into weapon charms. And obviously things like the weapon charms should really carry across to zombies as well, but basically it seems like they're going to let you make an emblem and then kind of emboss it on this little square weapon charm, which is pretty cool. One of the weird things about this camera setup, by the way, is that like it makes everything more narrow, so my face looks really thin when I'm like this close. And then over here, I look so small, but anyway. I actually reacted to this trailer live on stream, and I did a poll at the time saying, are you hyped by this, guys, or are you not hyped? Obviously, I have a zombies community who watch me, so I'm not saying this is representative of the entire Call of Duty community by any means, but for the zombies fan base, you'd think that an event called Attack of the Undead should really be for those players, right? But the results of the poll were 75% when I last checked saying they weren't hyped, and 25% saying they were hyped. So let's talk a little bit about why I think that might be the case. I'll talk about what I think is really cool in here, and I'll talk about the things in here that I'm confused by, don't think really fit zombies fans, or are just generally poor decisions. First of all, they're adding Groston House into multiplayer. That particular point, I think, is like, okay, sure. I mean, it's an extra map, so it means that if you play the multiplayer really regularly, and you're tired of the very limited map pool that there is in Call of Duty World War II, you've got something else in there to spice things up. That's good, in my opinion. But it is a shame that it is a copy-paste as opposed to a completely new space. I think that obviously we'd all prefer entirely new content instead of recycled content, but if recycled content is available, why not do it? It's not a bad thing, you might as well add it in. So that change gets a thumbs up from me. 3 new game modes coming as well. Infected, Hordepoint, and Relic of the Undead. Infected is just infected as you'd expect it to be, except the zombies don't kill you with their hands, they kill you with an axe. But why would that infect you? Is it an infected axe? Do the zombies not infect you? Is this a story decision they've made? Like, surely the zombie should bite you, or attack you, swipe at you, scratch you, to infect you. I don't know why the zombies are suddenly needing to use axes to kill people to infect them. That seems like a bad choice to me, so that particular little tiny point gets a thumbs down, but infected being in the game gets a thumbs up, because people have asked for infected, now it's here, they've actually got fully fledged zombies as opposed to just players running around. I think that's a good change, good stuff. Hordepoint coming on June 5th does definitely sound interesting, because that's essentially a kind of King of the Hill mode, which is PvP because players are still trying to kill each other and there are zombies. And I said during my stream, this is really interesting. I wonder if Activision came along and said to Sledgehammer, we, in Black Ops 4, have a mode, the Battle Royale, in which players are fighting against each other and there are zombies there. And we've never done that before in Call of Duty history. And so, please, Sledgehammer, could you make a game mode where players are fighting each other and the zombies at the same time to get them used to that kind of experience? I wonder if that was a conversation that was had at all. Maybe Treyarch suggested it, maybe Activision suggested it, maybe Sledge just thought it would be cool themselves. I don't know, but I could imagine that sort of thing happening, because it is going to be a bit of a change having us playing regularly against people or playing regularly against zombies and then suddenly blending those two worlds in the Battle Royale. Amongst all the other changes they're making for that mode as well, maybe they think it would be a bit much, and so they're kind of walking us into it and holding our hand a little bit and giving us a taster. I don't know, that's just an idea. But Hordepoint itself sounds kind of cool. I mean, competitive zombies is in a bit of a weird place, right? We speedrun, we do that sort of thing, and Treyarch are adding this mutation system to Black Ops 4, so we can make all these changes to the game to make it harder. You get a little authenticity stamp to show which challenges you've had on or off, which settings you've had on for your game, so it's meant to make it a competitive environment. But it's still kind of speedrun focused and Easter egg completion focused and things like that. There isn't really an obvious way to compete in zombies. Highest round isn't really the thing that we go for these days. It's more about speedruns on the whole, I would say. Sure, highest round is still an area of competition, but for the most part, you can get to max round in Black Ops 3 pretty easily on most of the maps. So that kind of conversation has changed a little bit. It's shaped over the years. This, though, is actually the sort of thing that I could imagine competitive zombies going towards. The idea of having zombies present and having to sort of strategize in the way that you normally would with the zombies, but then also having the PvP element, the kind of grief element, the killing other players, making their job harder. I'm interested to see how this goes. I don't know how the multiplayer community is going to take it. I don't think the zombies community is going to care that much, okay? And that's a point that I'm going to come back to in a moment, but I'm curious to see how this one's received. Finally, Relic of the Undead. Hold the relic for as long as possible. Isn't that a Halo game mode? I don't know. I'm not 100%. Feels kind of Halo, though. And that's fine, but as a zombies fan, I don't really care. Hold a zombie's head for ages. It just feels like Uplink, but without goals, I guess. I mean, that's like a kind of middle. Hordepoint's a thumbs up. This is like a nah. I mean, it's not really a negative. It's extra content, but I don't really care about it right now. There's also a new headquarters. Sure, thumbs up. Again, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't really affect me that much. As a zombies fan, once again, a new HQ for the multiplayer community that doesn't really change the zombies experience at all doesn't really interest me. They also confirmed on stream that there aren't really any Easter eggs in there. So it's like, new content, thumbs up, but I don't really care, thumbs down, so it's kind of neutral again. I mean, once again, it's new content, that's fine by me, it's cool, the aesthetic is really nice in there, but I feel like they could have taken it a step further. It's like my expectations have been met, because my expectations are quite low on the whole for this game right now. I'm aware of the fact that Black Ops 4 is going to be the bigger year, so I wasn't expecting this to be completely crazy, but I think that there's potential for them to go further in future, which is perfectly fine. There's new weapons: Nambu, Blunderbuss, Lever Action Sniper, PTRS, Stinger, Fire Axe, Claymore Sword. PTRS being in the game, I definitely am a fan of, because the PTRS is an awesome weapon from World at War. I hope that they maintain that special quality that it had in World at War. Is that a fly, or is that a bit of fluff? It's a bit of fluff now. Get out of here. Okay, so that's that dealt with. I hope that they maintain the magic of the PTRS from World at War. If they don't, sort of so be it. I mean, at the end of the day, I use the same guns over and over again in zombies anyway, because some are just better than others. The STG, the Garand, like, those sorts of guns are just miles better than everything else, so that's what I tend to use. There's also a community challenge, and so the weapons, by the way, get a thumbs up, that's fine. The community challenge gets a thumbs down. Wah, 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 wah. I said this for the very first one of these that we saw that Treyarch ever did for Black Ops 3. I said this very vocally for 8 Days of the Undead, which was meant to be a zombies event, okay? 8 Days of the Undead was meant to be honouring the zombies community and celebrating the zombies community. And the idea was that we would get a certain number of kills or headshots or something in zombies, and we'd unlock some camos along the way. This is a similar deal. The rewards here are some calling cards. I could not care any less, literally, just could not. A Tesla gun in multiplayer. It's a multiplayer award. I don't really know why I should care. I mean, I play a little bit of the multiplayer, but I only play the multiplayer right now to do the weapon bribes, to get weapons for zombies, for when they eventually overhaul the variant system. So, the Tesla gun being an MP is like, sure, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Like, similar deal to what we saw with the Cell 3. Fine. A helmet. It's just a helmet. And then a weapon charm that lets you transfer emblems into other charms. And that's kind of cool. I quite like the idea of having a waffle on the little square emblem and then putting that on all my guns. So I've got my waffle camo and I've got my little waffle logo on everything. That's quite a cool idea. But the point I want to get to for all of this, okay, and please don't assume I'm being negative for the sake of it here, okay? I'm really not trying to be, but it's called Attack of the Undead, and I would assume from that kind of title and marketing that they're doing, I would assume that would mean that there would be something very cool for Zombies fans. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, please disagree with me in the comment section. I'd love to have a chat about it. I really, really would, because if we have a chat and we figure some things out, and then the devs see that as feedback and they take it on board and they make the game even better, we've all won, right? So let's have a conversation. But I don't feel like there's a single thing in here as a Zombies fan, apart from maybe those competitive modes. Maybe. I don't think there's anything else that really makes me stop and go, damn, I want to play COD WW2 Zombies right now. There just isn't. I could go for some kills in a Zombies game to get some calling cards and a weapon charm, but none of that really affects Zombies. None of that really sees what the player is striving for in Zombies and rewards them. It just doesn't. It rewards you in a separate mode, but I've been saying this literally since the very beginning, and I promise you, so many people, whenever I say these sorts of things, are like, you'd never say this for Treyarch. Bruh, I said it for Treyarch before anyone else. I said it before Sledgehammer, I said it before Infinity Ward, I said it to Treyarch directly, okay? You can see the video on my channel, and you can see the backlash I got saying, Milo, you're always so negative about Treyarch. It's not true, okay? I'm being as critically kind of objective as I can. I'm obviously being true to my opinion, but I'm also trying to make sure I'm not kind of shilling for Activision, and I'm not just saying what people want to hear, okay? I'm being true to myself. I'm giving you my honest feedback here, whether you're Sledgehammer or a viewer. I don't think these community challenges are fun. Period. I just don't. There's other stuff in here that might be fun. Hordepoint might be fun. That's great. I'm not debating that. But it's this community challenge that is the thing that you can do in the Zombies mode. And if you're calling it Attack of the Undead, and if Cameron Dayton's doing some tweets about it and like kind of hyping it up, and you're making it seem like it's a really big deal for people that play Zombies, where is the thing for Zombies players? It's some calling cards. Like, I don't know, man. And again, like at the end of the day, it doesn't really affect me. Like, it's fine. I don't really mind. It's just about the potential. Like, this doesn't really hurt me in any way. I've got so much university work to do over the next month. You have no idea. I'm going to be going completely insane over that. More details about that coming at some point, because really, things are turning upside down for me. But I just think that as a real fan of Zombies as a mode, okay? As a real fan of it across all the titles, across Treyarch and Sledge and Infinity Ward, I just love Zombies at the end of the day. And yes, there are maps that I dislike. I'm not a massive fan of Spaceland. I definitely don't like Rave. Attack I thought was mainly cool for the boss fight. IW was generally just like a weird season. Similarly with World War II, Final Reich I think is kinda meh. Darkest Shore I think is really meh. Shadow Throne I like. Like, it's here and there. It's peaks and troughs. Overall, I'm a fan of Zombies as a framework for gaming. As a framework for fun. And all I want to see is the community grow, and with it, our enjoyment grow, okay? I want to see the game get even better, and see everyone playing it more often because of that. And I feel like this absolute lack of understanding of what makes Zombies fun from Call of Duty, whether it's Treyarch, or Infinity Ward, or Sledgehammer, is ultimately going to kill this mode. Legitimately. Because them doing this shows that they're investing in trying to go to a seasonal model with Zombies updates, but that model is being focused towards the wrong audience when they're putting things in for Zombies players. They're focusing multiplayer changes for Zombies players instead of Zombies changes. Like, I don't know, man. It's really difficult because every single time I talk about this on my channel, and I just want to have a conversation, people accuse me of being a crybaby and being negative, and it sucks because it sort of stifles me even wanting to say what I think and share my thoughts. But I really do think it, and I thought it with 8 Days of the Undead, and I said it very clearly. We're being trained to not care about the seasonal events. And in a year, when Treyarch's COD is the next one up, and it's Black Ops 4. And they've already categorically said that seasonal updates and seasonal callings and thematic changes like that will be supported in the game from day one. They have come out and said that as a core pillar of their upcoming game, and yet, still, as recently as the most recent Treyarch version of this, which was just Gobblegums, or this one, Zombies players are being, in my opinion, kind of ignored in favour of MP. And it's a shame. And I've talked to Jason about it in the past, and he has been conscious of the fact, I'm choosing my words very carefully here, he's been conscious of the fact that some of the stuff that Treyarch has done in the past has left people wanting more, has left them feeling disappointed. He is aware of that, okay? Jason's head is not under a rock. But the fact that it keeps happening, I don't know what that means. Does that mean that they're not listening? Does it mean that they just are trying but haven't figured it out yet? I don't know, man. But hopefully, at some point, this changes and these updates are really, really awesome for the Zombies crew as well as MP. Hopefully. But in my opinion, that hasn't happened just yet. Now then, I want to be really, really clear. I think this is great for multiplayer. I think that this is one of the most in-depth events that we've ever had in terms of seasonal stuff. They've changed the entire headquarters. That's really, really cool. I would love to see some changes in the Zombies maps. I'd love to see some more things like, for example, with Final Reich, where they added in that rainbow Easter egg. Some more things like that would be amazing, and maybe we'll see those in the next few days. And if that happens, I'll cover that content, and I'll revise my opinion of all of this. But right now, it seems like we're essentially getting a new HQ, some new multiplayer modes, some new weapons which are going to predominantly feature in multiplayer, because that's where you've got to go if you want to unlock the damn things, if you want to do it efficiently at least. Like, the Zombies orders and contract system is just nowhere near as efficient as the multiplayer one. And then a community challenge, which does feature some stuff for Zombies players, but really, the rewards are still kind of MP slanted. Have I been fair, guys? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm going to have a poll in the corner of the screen. It's going to be a little eye that you can click on. It's going to say, are you hyped? You can click, I am hyped, or I am not hyped. Let me know, though. I'm definitely curious. I'll have some other videos on screen here for you to watch. I've been MrRoflWaffles. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. If you haven't, let me know why in the comment section down below, and let's chat in the comments, okay? See you guys soon. Bye-bye.